On April 9th, 2024, officers responded to a hotel for a call of child endangerment. A staff member alerted authorities that she had seen at least one small child alone on the premises and was worried for their safety.
Hey, how are y'all doing? Were y'all the ones who called?
Yes, I am.
Okay, room 218, you said?
I will give you tea right now.
Okay, thank you.
I did try. Hold on.
How old did you say roughly the
I
kid was?
don't know. I'm not
sure.
sure.
Okay,
She
no
was
worries.
hard to tell because she was curled up in the bed.
Okay.
I didn't even see her the first time we went in. The bug guy was like, "Did you see that kid?"
Okay.
So I went back and I looked, and I was like.
So you were in the room though? Was you the only one in there?
And that, because I was like, "Hello," and because we went to spray, and
Thank you.
we didn't.
Amber.
Spray in there.
Okay.
You can't even hardly move. There's so much debris. Like the whole room is just a mess.
Okay.
And I'm fairly certain she opened her eyes, and because when I went back in, I was like, "Honey, where are your parents?" And but I didn't want to scare her. I think I was scaring her, so I just walked back out. I was like, "She's obviously fine right now. It's just laying in the bed." So
No, you did the right thing. I'm gonna go check on her. Okay.
please.
Just so I know which is the fastest way to get there.
Right down here is the first 220, 219, 218.
Perfect. Thank you. For breast cancer.
Who's the complaint? The hotel?
The manager, they'd been in the room and said that.
Were they going in there to clean or
So
something?
the bug guy was going in, and all they saw was just the girl just on the bed, like kind of curled up.
So it's a little tiny
It sounds like a younger. She didn't say. She didn't know how old. She said.
kid. They didn't say anything to the kid or.
Nope. Said that she thought she might have opened her eyes just a little bit. It's this room right here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not first.
No, go ahead. No.
Winder Police Department. Winder Police Department. There's two of them. There's a baby.
Check the bathroom.
It's clear. Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Yeah, just making sure that. Yeah, they have IDs up there.
Hey, sweetheart.
I'm Winder Police Department. Where's your mommy?
How are you? Where's your husband at?
He's at work.
Where's he work?
In Jefferson by JBS Terminal.
Okay. Did you leave those two kids by themselves in that
I did.
room?
I don't have enough space in my car.
Okay.
And she was sleeping and I was rushing.
But your husband was already gone to work?
Yeah.
When he left for work, the two kids were with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we'll talk about what's going to happen with you with us.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have family?
It's just me and my husband.
12. No, he's on the floorboard. One who looks underage, the underage at 8, in the front seat. Definitely not the weight limit to be in the front seat, but one's in the floorboard.
Oh
right
crap, man. Oh my god. Is your wrist hurting? Yeah. It hurts.
Hi. How old are you?
Hi, how are you?
Awesome.
How are y'all?
We're doing great.
I'm awesome.
Good.
I really want y'all to just take these kids. 'cause
Is my worker here? Oh.
Are you the supervisor?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you.
What'd you say?
She does not deserve to be a mother.
I didn't hear you.
She doesn't deserve to be a mother.
Oh, yeah, I know.
There was a
Her
child.
two kids went to the hospital.
Oh, did they? Are they on their way to Chile?
No, they're going to Walkero.
Okay.
There's also a child that was on the floorboard in the back of the car.
That's what Madison told me.
She's going to jail.
That's what she said. Do y'all know where the dad is?
Dad's at work in Jefferson.
Nice.
But y'all need to look at the room later.
Okay, I'll take some pictures.
And don't put her in cuffs until we get every single piece of information.
Okay,
Because
gotcha.
If we do that, we have to Mirandaize her.
So kids' names. I'm gonna get what time did you?
Kids' names.
You already know what time she left this morning.
I observed the car driving on, and the last time I hit on flop prior to hitting on the way back was at 9:12 this morning.
Okay, I'll talk to her about it. Okay. And then I don't know exactly how the children were. I know you said one of them was on the floorboard.
So there's a young girl in the front passenger seat.
Okay.
She looks very small. She said she was 9. Obviously, we can talk to mom about that and confirm it because obviously child restraints is 7 and under.
Right.
And depending on the weight limit, but 7 and under. If she's over 7, I wouldn't push it myself.
Okay.
But there's a child in the back seat. I don't know his age. He was on the floorboard.
Not in a.
No, there's 3 kids in the car seat, 1 in the floorboard. If you want to push child restraint, you got that. Obviously, I observed it. Just put that in the report that I observed it. You push reckless conduct.
Okay.
Because obviously, it's pretty reckless
To leave
with 2 kids who are unable to take care of themselves, depending on the duration of time.
Mm-hmm.
I would push it.
The entire room smells like urine.
Yeah.
I'm putting that in there too.
They're playing 2 accounts, trying to make that bank. Right there, we lost her.
Because there's 7 kids living in there.
It smells like urine.
Yeah, dirty diapers. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Smells like urine.
Can you hear me? Okay, fine.
All right, I got some questions for you. So, what time did you leave this morning?
I didn't leave this morning. I had left earlier. I thought I had left at 1:52, but I left before you guys came. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
I had to go pick them up at 2 o'clock.
You go pick them up at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
How long were you gone?
Not that long.
Not that long. So, when you're saying you just left, you didn't leave them before that?
No, I didn't.
So was this car here all day then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did you take your husband to work?
No. His co-worker takes him to work. We used to live at the Farmington Hills apartment, and that's where he stays, his co-worker.
Okay.
So does anyone else drive this vehicle?
Just me and my husband.
Okay. So you said you've been here all day.
Yeah, all morning. Yeah.
So, okay. So I'm just trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
So the only time you left here today was to go pick them up.
Yeah.
So your husband was the one that took them to school.
In the morning?
Huh?
In the morning?
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, their godmother takes them to school in the morning. She works from home. She doesn't get to work until 9:30. Until she starts at 9:30.
So your mother, your godmother took them to school?
Their godmother.
All of them?
Yes.
And what car did she drive?
She has her Lexus. She lives in Lawrenceville.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so this car has not left this parking lot at all this morning?
No, sir.
Interesting. Okay. I just want to know because it was driving at 9 o'clock this morning. Because I have several cameras that surround the city of this, and it was driving. That's how I figured out what car you're driving.
I didn't know this morning.
This car was driving 9 o'clock this morning, all the way from 8 o'clock to 9. Hang it.
No, sir, because after my kids go to school, I'm in here with them. Yeah. I wouldn't have let them on here today. I wouldn't have done that.
So it's just another car, same description, just drives around?
No,
At 9 o'clock in the morning?
No, I'm not trying to. No, sir. No, sir.
It's time to be truthful.
I'm sorry?
It's time to be truthful. Because did it rain yesterday?
Huh?
Did it rain yesterday? It was a beautiful day yesterday, right? So it hasn't rained in a while. And it was pouring rain this morning, and this car was on the road with all the rain. So this car hasn't left the parking lot this morning. How does that transpire? Because you were driving. Okay? Don't lie to me. This is going to dig yourself in a deeper hole. So you're getting caught in your lie. All right?
So where did you go this morning?
I only went to go drop off my oldest daughter's backpack.
Okay. Where did you go?
Heyman Morris. Yeah.
What time was that?
I think it was like around 8:50 when their godmother came to the house.
Okay. So why didn't you tell us that before?
Huh?
Why didn't you tell us that before? Okay. So you were out at 8:50. You went to drop off the backpack. Where'd you go from there?
I came back. So yeah.
You came back here.
Yeah.
And you had all the kids in your car the first time?
No, I just had my 3 boys.
Okay.
And then I went to go pick up their sit my 2 daughters in school.
Okay, how many kids do you have?
8.
8. So that's, how many are we counting for there? You said you had 3 boys, 4
girls, 4 boys.
And you said you had
the 3 boys.
You had the 3 boys with you, and you went to pick up 2 girls.
Yeah.
So I'm missing 3 kids. Where were they at?
The 2's here in the room, and then my oldest daughter, she's at school.
She's in middle school.
Even in middle school.
Okay. All right.
So were any kids left alone this morning?
Just my 2.
Same ones?
Yeah.
But you said you came back here.
Yeah, I came back here. I didn't stay all day out. I raced to go to her school. I went that way and made the left-hand turn. I don't know if you remember me from the last time. When I made that left, I was supposed to make a right-hand turn, but I made a left.
Okay.
And then I stayed with them for a little bit until it was time for me to go pick them up, which was out. I think I either left at 152 or 122. I know it was when something with the children.
Okay.
Miss Smart, where's your husband at?
He's at work.
He's at work?
Yes, sir.
Where's he work at?
JBS Terminal.
Where is that?
The trucking company. I think it's in that area. I'm not sure what the city is, but I think it's Oakwood.
Okay, what time does he go to work at?
He goes to work at 9 and night. He works night shifts.
9 at night?
Not usually 9.
So what time did he go to bed work last night?
10 last night.
Okay, and he hasn't come home since?
No.
Where is he at now?
He's still at work.
How long are his shifts?
So you're telling me he's almost working a 24-hour shift?
Not a 24-hour shift, but he's been working past 12 hours. A few of his people called out, and so he took up the extra work because we needed the money. Yeah. So he took the extra work, the extra loads, I mean.
So he worked from 10 last night, and he's still working at 3:15 today?
I just spoke to him, and so did the lady, too. She just spoke to him as well.
What did he say?
He said he's still at work.
He said he's still at work?
Yeah. He's usually his coworker is there, but because he had to work.
What's the number that you called? Because I'm going to speak to them.
His phone number?
No, the number that you called so I can confirm he's still at work.
Oh.
Because it's kind of hard to believe anything you're telling me right now, if I'm being straight up honest with you.
I understand. And I apologize for that.
You can't outsmart
I
me.
know. I'm not trying to.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, is this Francis?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Officer Lucas of the Line of Police Department. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Okay. So I have a quick couple questions for you if you don't mind speaking with me.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your location right now?
Right now I'm at my job.
And what's the address to your job?
I was waiting for my coworker to drop me off.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. But her mom and sister will be coming.
Okay, so what time did you go to work this morning?
I got off at, I think about 12 o'clock.
You got off at 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
What time did you go in last night?
Got home.
What time did you go into work at?
Go to work in the night about, I think, about 10, yeah.
Okay, so you left for work last night and you got off at 12?
Yeah.
And you just been hanging out at your job the whole time?
Yeah, I was waiting for my coworker to get off, but most of the time I get off early and, we both work the same shift, so he just dropped me off.
And what's your coworker's name?
Do you understand what's going on? You're going to be arrested, okay? All right.
ID's in the car. I don't know if you got.
We already know. We got you. We know who you are. So if you just want to go ahead or we can walk over to the car where your kids ain't got to watch it or anything like that. So and you're going to go for 2 accounts of cruelty to children.
Okay.
Okay. And also 2 accounts of reckless conduct.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. That's all I'm going to charge you with. I'm not going to charge you with the way the car seats are or anything like that, okay? I'm gonna let all that slide this time.
Thank you.
But in the future, if all this works out for you, make sure those car seats are fastened in properly, because none of those car seats are seat belted in properly. None of them. I picked them all up out of the seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just make sure in the future that they are.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Don't let them ride in the floorboard. All right?
Yes, sir.
I'll 443, you up?
They're not looking, are they?
No, I don't think they can't see you through the windows anyway.
Where did you put this car seat in the vehicle?
The mother was charged with multiple counts of child endangerment and reckless conduct. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more of our content.
This child was tied up in a plastic bag and thrown into the woods like a bag of...
Today I want to unpack the truth and my honest opinions on Tony Hawk's 3+4, specifically for the Nintendo Switch 2, as that is the version I have picked up. In case you are unaware, you can get the digital deluxe version of this game and begin playing as of now, and the full release, the $50 standard edition, will be out on July 11th, so everybody can hop into this game. And while I am a lifelong Tony Hawk fan, there is actually some details that are both good and bad around this game, because while I want to love it through and through, there have definitely been some hiccups with my early gameplay experience. I am happy to report that it does run good on the Nintendo Switch 2, although not perfect, as I had this game crash on me on camera 2 or 3 different times. There was a third time, but 2 of them during gameplay, like legitimately just the game for shutting out. And I definitely think some things need to be addressed from a patch perspective, and hopefully we see that sooner rather than later. But there is a ton to enjoy here for classical Tony Hawk fans, albeit with some drawbacks to how Tony Hawk 4 is handled, and you probably know where I'm headed with that. So we're going to try to get to the bottom of whether or not this might be a good pickup for you now or in the future on your Nintendo Switch 2 and or any other platform, because it's out on pretty much everything across the board. Switch 1, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, you get the idea. So before we unpack all of this, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification to join Sunbro Nation if you're new here. And I want to kick this off with some of the positives about this game, because I do have a lot of very positive things to say about it. However, I was going in somewhat skeptical with a brand new studio, Iron Galaxy, being the one responsible for this, as opposed to Vicarious Visions, who was sadly dissolved, I believe, into a Call of Duty support team by Activision Blizzard a little bit before the Microsoft merger, if I'm not mistaken. And anyway, this is a fresh development team. You never know what the mindset is that they're going to come into remaking this game with is, and I can say comfortably that the core mechanics all check out. And while there's occasional wonkiness that happen in these arcade skating type of games, just from a
Hey, Van, thank you.
sheer physics perspective, if you ramp off the side of something really weird and crash into a wall at a weird angle, like, you're gonna have some kind of weird camera jerks and things like that. But all the gameplay, in my opinion, from a core development perspective, is top notch. It feels very skateboard and walk around, which that was something that wasn't introduced till Underground 1, and it is a game changer. And hey, I hope we get Underground 1 and 2 remastered in the future. But with this, from its core gameplay loop, it is the 2-minute timer through and through. There is an option to change this, and I will hop into that in more detail when we break down some of how Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4's career mode works. But basically, career is going to be the bread and butter of this game for most people. There is multiplayer supported, and fortunately it has crossplay, but I'm not even going to...
I can do that.
I'm gonna start it.
All right. Alright guys, I'm gonna go mow the lawn. Be right back. Ever play rugby? Yo, thank you for the gifts. I have not. It's a dangerous sport. Oh, it's hot.
Really highlight that in this video because I myself am not going to spend any length of time in multiplayer. It's there, it's a cool mode, but what most people do and what I will absolutely be doing is going for those 100% runs of all of the various different tasks for each of the levels that you are assigned. So of course your high score, high combo, 6 score, all the way through skate and the stage specific objectives and the secret tape, all the stuff that you know from the Tony Hawk franchise is here in full force. And Tony Hawk 3 was a really iconic game because it was
anxious, bro.
Was, I believe, the one that kind of kicked it into the next generation. PS2 visuals running 60 FPS. And I do want to talk a little bit about the Switch 2 graphical performance in a moment. But if you remember these games at their core and how you progress them, one of them is going to feel essentially identical and similar, just with some minor changes and upgrades along the way. The other one is going to feel and play very different, and that is Tony Hawk 4, because Tony Hawk 4 was the first game from a gameplay perspective to get rid of the timer altogether, and they opted to instead have you talk to NPCs individually to get the challenge in front of you. This was a very cool gameplay revolution for the franchise, as you always had a traditional 2-minute timer up to this point to complete all of your objectives. And what Iron Galaxy opted to do in this case is just essentially fully push forward that 2-minute gameplay loop into Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. And this is, in my opinion, one of the biggest downfalls of this game, because I have so much nostalgia for what Tony Hawk 4 did in its original form, and this turns it into a Tony Hawk 3 level arcade experience and really does starkly take away from, I guess, the overall enjoyment I'm feeling in the career mode in that game. It is not the same nostalgic type of gameplay loop that I'm getting with 3, even though they play extremely similarly. 4 is not supposed to feel exactly like 3, and it essentially does in this game. And a big problem with that comes down to the level design, because 4's level design was broader in scope and something that was kind of meant to be played a little bit slower and at your own pace. Have fun having some of the trick challenges when you want to just go free skate, but also go knock out the missions by choosing to start them with the NPCs, and that option is totally gone in Tony Hawk 4's career mode. So a big drawback for the overall experience of this game, in my opinion, and I would hope that maybe in the future with an update or some kind of DLC that they bring back traditional career mode for Tony Hawk 4, but I do unfortunately not fully expect that to happen, and I think what we see is what we get with this particular installment, and it's just a big blow to lifelong fans of the series. From a graphical and performance standpoint, I am happy to report on the Nintendo Switch 2, for the most part, it is a solid 60 FPS experience. I do not know what the native resolutions are. I am running it at 4K on an LG CX OLED monitor. It looks fantastic. I'm sure that if I booted this up on my Series X, I would notice some enhanced textures, and maybe some of the blurring in the background that's off in the far distance would render in a little bit clearer on a Series X version of this game. But in all reality, I will say that this is not some kind of stark downgrade to what the other versions look like from a visual performance standpoint, and 60 FPS seem to be a pretty locked and consistent frame rate outside of some hiccups. Not even talking about the game crashes yet, but I did notice sometimes early loading into a level, the initial drop in and a couple of the first camera turns you do, it does seem like there's some noticeable frame stutter. But for the most part, once you get past that, it is a smooth, consistent gameplay experience, and I'm very happy that it visually looks on par with all of the current generations of these games. That cannot be said for Nintendo Switch 1, however, as I have not looked at that in detail myself yet. yet. I didn't pick up that version of the game. There's currently, FYI, no way to buy the Switch 1 version and upgrade it to the Switch 2. You pretty much need to pick which version of this game you want to get right out of the jump. So that's important for you to know. There's not an upgrade path. There might be in the future, or some kind of discount on the Tony Hawk Switch 2 version of this game if you own the Switch 1 version, but at the time of filming, to my knowledge, that is not on the table whatsoever. And I do think that you want to get this on Switch 2 if at all possible. I do actually think that the way it looks and performs, with the added benefit of handheld play, which does look and function very good as well, I think that this is kind of the no-brainer console pickup choice if you're really wanting full, absolute maximum texture quality, maybe more of a native 4K resolution or things like that. Maybe if a frame rate dip occasionally at the load in of a level would really bother you, you might opt to get this on something like a PS5. I will say that the series consoles for Xbox, this is in Game Pass, so if you are a Game Pass subscriber, I think it's a no-brainer to check it out on there. Obviously, PC Game Pass, I don't know for sure if it's on PC Game Pass, I'm pretty sure it is, but that makes it kind of a no-brainer to at least check this out. But if you want that portable play experience that the Switch 2 offers, that's definitely a big selling point in my opinion, because this is the exact type of game that I would like to, when traveling, boot up and hop in and out of different rounds of challenges here and there. And listen, whenever it comes to just having fun in an arcade skating style game, this is a top tier experience in that regard. And I think that having the ability to do that docked or on the go is definitely an upgrade overall. When it comes to the technical hiccups, as I mentioned, the game just straight up crashed on me a couple different times during playing, and once just navigating the menu. And I think I did hit the home button on the Switch 2 to get back to the main screen, and then I went back to the software and it crashed out then. But 3 crashes in 3 or 4, maybe closer to 3 or 4 hours of gameplay, maybe a little bit over that I've logged in it so far. That's not good, and it did seem to be random, so it wasn't like one specific thing would trigger it. There was just an unknown error has occurred. The game totally crashed out and you had to reboot it from scratch, and it does take a little bit to load up the game in full. So yeah, not the best look right now. Granted, the full release is not out until the 11th. That said, I don't know if things like this will be patched out before then. So if you're very iffy about the overall stability of the game, it does have some problems as of right now, and we will just hope for performance patches to kind of address that stuff. The soundtrack and music quality. Okay, so this is a big point of contention because it has been pointed out that unfortunately less than 20% of Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 3+4's original soundtrack has remained in this current installment, because while there are some standout ones, they did get Motorhead's Ace of Spades and 96 Quite Bitter Beings from CKY. Like they definitely got some big ones. They also missed some very big ones. AC/DC's TNT, which was included in the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater opening, those are missing. There's many other ones that are missing. Just basically account that the majority of this soundtrack is entirely new tracks. And while I understand licensing renewals and agreements are a thing, and sometimes stuff that the red tape can't be pulled off, it is noticeably a different soundtrack overall. And fortunately, there's an easy way to skip through the soundtrack and with your right analog stick just by clicking it in. If you get a track that you don't care for, it's very easy to skip past it. You can also customize your soundtrack and even enable a streamer mode if you are a content creator and you're worried about getting copyright striked in this thing. But yeah, one of the strong points of the originals, not necessarily translating quite the same to the new ones. I'm not against a lot of the new songs, like they actually fit the vibe, I would say, overall for the most part of what you kind of want to be listening to with these games. But this is clearly a nostalgia sell for a lot of people, and having the entirety, or let's say 70-80% of the original tracks would have been way more ideal than 20%, which was the unfortunate, or less than 20%, which is the unfortunate number we have now. So whatever the case was, licensing deals didn't get paid or done, and we have essentially a new soundtrack minus some throwback favorites. And I do legitimately find myself enjoying my run more when I do actually get one of those nostalgic tracks that pops up while playing the game. Now from here, we do have to talk about kind of one of the options that you have to try to recreate Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4's intended career mode, because there are game mods that are supported straight from the menu, and you can mod this thing to be essentially a 5-minute timer, a 10-minute timer, or a 60-minute timer instead of the 2-minute timer. Now, this is, I guess, a nice concession if you want to have more time to play in these stages. The problem with it is that the fact that they went ahead and designed everything to be done in 2 minutes, if you throw a 60-minute timer on there and you're not kind of exploring and talking to NPCs like you traditionally were in the original, the gameplay loop doesn't make that much sense anymore, and it kind of just feels like you're cheating in an infinite run, because now you have ample time to find all the skate letters, you have ample time to get all of your high score achievements done in one run. Like, it's pretty much something that breaks the formula of the 2-minute run, because it's designed with that in mind, and that is just something that is unfortunate. While it's nice to have the longer timer to appreciate the larger Tony Hawk 4 levels, it's really not something that I don't think is a true fix for this career mode misstep this time around. So for the price overall at $50, I do believe that this is a fun pickup for a lot of lifelong Tony Hawk fans. If you are somebody who's brand new to the franchise and don't have any level of nostalgia for it, I don't know that it's really worth that full $50 price, and I would say you really have to enjoy these type of arcade style skating games in order to really enjoy this, because that's what it is at its core, and it's definitely being targeted towards people who have nostalgia and appreciate the originals, albeit that's a double-edged sword, because if you're like me and have heavy nostalgia for both 3 and 4, well, you're going to be clearly noticing all the differences in 4, and with some of the big crashes that are happening right now and occasional frame dips, it's not 100% sound in the performance department as of currently, and I am hoping that gets patched out, but of course you will have to wait for that. There's plenty of cool skater options, plenty of cool customization stuff to dive into further, but the core experience of Tony Hawk 3+4 for me is a mixed one, unfortunately. I'm really going to enjoy my time just from going through the different challenges and having fun just doing the chain combos, and honestly trying to get my skill level back to where it used to be, because I am very aware, even after playing 1+2 back when that launched like 5 years ago or whatever it was, my skill once again has dropped off a cliff. Like, you really do have to be in tune in order to string together some of those longer, crazier combos, and as you find stats and things and level up your different character stats, obviously that gets a little bit easier as you go, but it was very apparent to me that I'm going to enjoy myself getting back into this gameplay loop and style of gameplay, just with some big
See 2 cases of suspects attempting to fatally injure police officers, starting with this case, where officers catch a suspect stealing from a store.
Let me see your ass! Stop your ass! Open the door! All right.
Going through by Taco Bell. The driver of the vehicle now jumps out and flees on foot. Another officer begins to pursue her.
One northern. Put your hands behind your back right now. You get tasted. Put your hands behind your back. What you got back? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Get tased again.
No, please don't.
Taser, taser, taser.
No, don't take
Lay on your fucking stomach now. You're gonna get tased again. Lay on your stomach. Hey, that's occupied one more time.
There was also a passenger in the vehicle that fled.
Lay on your stomach or you're gonna taste again.
Please, wait. I just want y'all to listen to me. Wait, sir. Sir, please, wait. Don't take me. Ah!
Lay on your stomach
Please,
now.
Stop.
Lay on your stomach.
Watch my
hand. Yep. Let go.
I'm not resisting.
Turn the around.
Sir, look at me. Look at my face.
Turn the around.
Look at my face.
Turn around.
Please. Sir. Oh my God.
Turn your fucking wrist.
I'm going to jail, yo.
Damn, going to jail is right. Stop fucking moving.
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Y'all, please. It ain't nowhere. All right.
Chill the out.
I'm gonna chill.
All right, you're done. It's over.
I'm going to jail.
You're over. Of course not.
What do you fucking think?
What do you think you are?
What do you fucking think?
I'm sorry.
You're a fucking stopper. You almost fucking ran me over. Dumbass.
I did. Oh,
Hey, there was one more in that car.
Yeah, there's one more. Don't fucking move. Don't fucking move. And I gotta fucking tell you again. Put your head behind your fucking back. Do it now.
Put your hands behind Put your hands behind your back.
Sir.
Enough.
Officer, look at me, please.
Enough. I don't want to hear it.
I know I'm black. I know I'm black.
Has nothing to do with you being fucking black.
I'm going to jail.
Cut the
I'm going to jail, though.
Enough.
Am I going to jail?
I swear to God. I swear to God, please.
Your person, weapons, drugs.
We have one in custody.
Officer.
Can you roll rescue, please?
What is that you want to say?
I was sleeping. I woke up. I swear. This is my car.
What's this?
What
is this?
It's a little puppy.
A knife?
It's a little puppy knife.
Anything else on your person right now? We will find it.
Oh, I just got my car out of the tow.
Well, don't let fucking people drive your fucking car again.
I'm going to jail. Most definitely. That's a definite.
Why you keep asking the same question?
I don't want to go to jail, man.
Decisions that we make sometimes have consequences to follow.
What are we doing here today?
You guys think I'm full of shit. I'm just sleeping. I don't wear.
I'm just curious, when you say you're aware of, what are you aware of? What are you trying to say? When you're aware of what? You what?
I know she's stealing.
I didn't know that was y'all in front of me.
They had the fucking lights on and it was a...
No, it was. I didn't see no lights.
Stop.
I swear, I ain't see the lights.
Stop.
I seen the guy behind me.
You know.
I seen the guy behind me. Yes, I did. But I did not know the other cars was police cars.
What's your drug of choice?
Opiates and this new thing, Flocka. I stopped smoking crack and I tried that Flocka.
So are you shooting up the Flocka?
No.
Because I can see you got...
Well, I shoot the opiates, the fentanyl.
So you're shooting up fentanyl?
And smoking Flocka.
And you're smoking Flocka. And who's the girl you're with?
Her name is Stony.
Huh?
I know her by Stony. That's her.
Was like a drug dealer for you or something?
No.
Or you just hang out with her?
No, yeah, she's also sold. But I was asleep, I promise you. She was driving because I wasn't feeling good. And I put my seat back and I was sleeping. She hit a curb, so I popped her.
I apologize, sir. I didn't know those was police cars in front of me.
What did it give it away? All the lights? Or the guy in the uniform?
Y'all seen that. I didn't want to...
Yeah, I saw it.
We saw it.
I saw stuff is right, so don't worry about it.
I don't take anything.
So why do you go with her when she steals?
Because I make some money off of it later on after she does her thing. It's right after she gives me some money.
Right. So you get what, dope money for it? I don't want to hear this. It's either yes or no.
Yeah, what's wrong? Like I said, I need treatment, you know? I need treatment.
Okay, so you partake in all this stuff. Correct?
I allowed it to happen.
Right. What was said in the car when she's driving around? Did you say anything to her?
No, not today.
No, I'm talking about after you hit the curb and you woke up. What was being said?
She said, oh shit. I'm like, okay, all right. She's like, no. She's like, I'm gone. Just like, boom, bam, bam.
So why didn't she stop?
Because she doesn't want to go to jail, I imagine.
But what did she say?
She didn't say anything. She was panicking.
She didn't say the cops are chasing me.
No.
And she didn't see the blue lights on the cars?
She was panicking.
I mean, obviously she's cop savvy, right? She knows where cops are because she's always looking out for them. As many times as you've been with her and she steals shit, correct?
Right.
You knew who she was running from, is the point.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, don't sit there and bullshit.
I didn't say that.
No, you did. You said, I don't know, she's panicking.
Right, she was panicking because she's being chased.
Yeah, by who?
By you guys, I know
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Do you understand why we're upset? She almost ran over one of our fucking... She almost fucking told the detective she destroyed one fucking car. We don't get fucking paid for this bullshit.
I didn't realize
Okay, so your fucking stupidity and her fucking stupidity. It's gonna get somebody fucking killed. $30 worth of shit. Over your fucking Flocka and your bullshit. How long have you owned this car for?
A few years.
A few years. Okay. It's going to be confiscated. Take a seat.
Why?
Take a seat until I'm done with you. Take a seat.
Okay. I'm willing to work with you guys.
And this interview.
All right, relax.
The suspect who was driving the vehicle was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, her second offense of petty theft in the second degree, criminal mischief over $1,000, resisting, obstructing without violence, probation violation, her second offense of driving with a suspended license, reckless driving, causing damage to property, disobeying a stop or yield sign, and speeding. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. While the suspect's actions didn't get any officers hurt, this next case shows what happens when a suspect brutally attacks a cop with a pole.
I didn't hit him.
Get her back.
I was trying to stop him.
Hey, just keep the crowd back. Hey, do we have the 10-15 for whatever happened here? Hey, back up before you all get sprayed. This is your last warning. Back up right now. Hey, back up or you're getting sprayed. We don't need you that close to us.
That dude hit my man on my guard in the back of his head.
Which guy? This guy?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as we get everything handled over here, we're going to come talk to you guys.
Why would I hit an officer? I did not hit him. If I can't get him off me, get him off me. I didn't hit him.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
As the crowd doesn't listen and continues to approach the resisting suspect, officers have to begin arresting people.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Here. Here. Apply that and put it on there. Rip it. Rip it. Delta 30, if you have a 10-15 at this location, get them out of here, bring them back to the bike office. We don't need them staying around with this crowd.
I'm seeing the car. You have that. Scoot back. Let's go.
What a mess. Good, thank you. There's some body cams.
You're fine, sir. It's just pepper spray. I have no idea, partner. They just put you in the car. I can feel the pepper spray from here. Well, you're currently under arrest. I don't know the charge. I don't know. I'm only the transport guy. I'm getting you to the office like they asked. We will talk about it when we get there, because I don't know myself. I'm just here because I did a buddy a favor by working for him tonight. Clearly that was a mistake. Man, the pepper spray is rough.
I hate you, motherfuckers! I hate you, bitch! I hate you! I hate you!
And 6-3. Go ahead and have somebody ready for me when I get there.
I hate you, bitch! You're gonna burn in hell! You're gonna fucking burn! And you on the cracker, bitch!
What happened to your nice attitude?
Hell, dude, you and all your fucking kids, dude!
I don't know what your problem is, dude.
Burn in fucking hell!
That's not very nice.
Well, what y'all do to us? You're gonna burn in hell! Fuck you!
You can The fire department's gonna check you out, sir.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Please, I don't know what we did to you. I'm sorry, bro.
I didn't do anything. I'm not even the arresting officer.
What did we do to you, bro? What did we do?
Just from your behavior alone, basically, I'm just saying.
I didn't even do anything.
Okay.
I just got sprayed for standing there, bro.
Okay. It's just pepper spray.
Not much we can do about it.
I know. It's just a check mark. That's all we gotta do.
Okay. The best thing we can do is dry your face off, okay? Activate it with water. If there's water on it, you're gonna make it worse.
An officer witnessed the suspect who was pepper sprayed approach a different officer in an aggressive manner. When that officer held up his hand to get the suspect and the entire crowd to step back, the suspect slapped the officer's hand away. This led to him being charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and assault on a law enforcement officer, totaling a bond of $2,600. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. The suspect that brutally attacked the injured officer fled into the crowd and continues to be at large to this day. The officer later medically retired due to injuries sustained that day.
The truth is, some people just don't resist arrest. They want to try and kill the officers that are trying to stop them. Because in today's video, we have suspects that went way beyond defiance. Because it's one thing when a suspect is just trying to escape, but once they get in a car and starts ramming vehicles with an officer in close proximity, now we have a problem. Now, the shoplifting is the least of her problems due to the way she peeled off on their vehicle, because it could have turned into a tragedy quick. And one of the biggest misconceptions about retail theft is that it's a non-violent and so-called victimless crime, but that is not true. And what the public often overlooks is what happens when officers show up. Many of these suspects don't just put their hands up and apologize. They run, they fight, and in some cases, like our first one, they're willing to use a car as a weapon. And of course, we get the usual, I'm black, and this is why this is happening to me, so I'm not even gonna go there. And here's another truth that no one wants to say out loud. Retail theft is no longer about stealing to survive. It's become a gateway to testing police boundaries. And some offenders do use these encounters to gauge how far they can go. And if they can run and not get caught, they'll do it again and again, graduating to more dangerous crimes. Now, these officers left this call in one piece, but it easily could have gone the other way, which is what we see in our second case. And this is how fast these calls can turn violent, and it doesn't matter whether it's a retail theft or disorderly crime.
Brother. Oh, ancient statuettes. No. Yes. The bubble. Oh, good fight. You said you were Sydney, but I kill you. 2.8 mil.
This officer has pulled over a car for no insurance and an expired license. Nothing unusual, just another stop on a quiet night. But he doesn't know this routine stop is about to turn into a night of lies, resistance, and a bust hiding in plain sight.
Hello. Good, I'm Officer Lucas, the Wanted Police Department. Reason I'm pulling you over is you got no insurance on the vehicle.
Oh, it's a repossession. I'm pulling up the repo order right now. Yeah, we work for a towing company right down the road.
Say again?
We work for a repo company right up the street, FBM Towing.
Okay.
We just getting off of work.
Just give me 1 second.
So do you drive the repo cars around?
No, I'm taking it because I've been waiting on the truck to come to me because I have to transport up to Anderson.
Where were you taking it?
To our house down the road in Bethlehem. Because our other truck's coming from Spartanburg to meet me so that I can put it on the truck and they can take it out.
Okay, do you have your ID on you, ma'am?
I know my driver's license number. I have my ID in the tow truck.
Do you guys have any IDs on you?
Do you care if I open the door to get the last 6 of the VINs?
Go ahead.
Because we got 3 Equinoxes on our lot right now.
What's your driver's license number, ma'am?
25.
Say again?
25. Yes, the missing one.
So 25.
Yes.
Okay. How about you, partner? Say again?
I ain't got no driver license.
I know. How do you spell your name? Yeah. D-U. I'm sorry, D-U. J-U. A-N. R. E-E. V. You said V?
What?
You said R-E-E.
V-Y.
V-Y? Reevy?
Yes.
What's your birthday, sir? Can I get your name, sir? In the back? You roll this window down for me, man. Can I get your name, sir?
My name is that.
Sir? Yeah.
Richard
what?
Richard, P-R-I-T-C-H-E.
I'm sorry. I'm slow, man.
P-R-I-T-C-H.
P-R-I-T-C-H-E-T-T. And what's your first name?
Richard.
Richard, is that R-I-C-H-A-R-D?
Yes, me. Yes, sir.
All right. And what's your birthday, buddy?
My birthday is...
So what year? All right. If everything just checks out, man, if you want to pull that up for me.
Yeah, do you care if I get out because I can't see the VIN from this angle?
Yeah,
or if you can tell me what the last 6 is on that?
The last 6 of the VIN? Let's see.
Did you see it right now?
I'll come right back just because I got to put some notes in saying that you guys are repossessing the company. Huh? Yeah, they send their
this car has no insurance on it. They said they were repossessing it. They found him at the Shell gas station when I was running tags. She said she was taking it home and they work up the road for a repo company. I got all their names, so she said she has a license out of North Carolina, but she doesn't. She's unable. Go ahead. She's unable to give me ID because if any of them got any warrants, huh? Front seat passenger's not coming back.
Out of South Carolina as well, or?
I don't know. He's not coming back with anything. I could try South Carolina.
Is that what you said, South Carolina?
That's what the driver said. That passenger, Juan Reevy, yeah, he's not coming back on anything. Let's see if the backseat passenger's got anything. And he was like, kind of like ignoring me while I was asking him.
For his ID and his name and stuff?
Yeah, he was like, picked up the phone. I was like, so how do you spell it? And he was like telling me, and then he would just like go back to the conversation. Like, wouldn't make any eye contact or anything like that. Purchase. He's not coming back either. Need to talk to them because he possibly gave me false name, date of birth.
Well, we're gonna talk to him later. We're still going to traffic stuff.
Yeah. And how do you spell your last name, ma'am?
MCCULLOUDH.
Okay. And do you have a Georgia driver's license, sir?
No, sir.
What do you,
South Carolina.
you have South Carolina license? How about you, man? Do you have any ID on you? Do you guys have any IDs on you?
Mine's at the shop.
No, our boss is actually on her way.
Yeah,
she's right
on
behind
her
us.
way with the repo order.
I have this repo order for the vehicle.
No, I completely believe you. Just none of you guys are coming back in my system for your names.
Oh yeah, we just moved down here. We just opened up our lot back in June, so I don't even stay here regularly. I'm just down helping out. I stay up in North Carolina.
Temple.
Do you have a South Carolina driver's license?
No, sir.
Just the
It's
ID?
at the shop. It's at the
Well,
shop.
I understand you don't have it on you. I'm saying, do you actually possess one at all?
Yes, it's at the shop.
It's like a driver's license or an ID?
ID for South Carolina.
A South Carolina ID?
Yes, sir.
Back window down again for me, man. I'm sorry. Say again?
I gotta ride back.
Do you have any ID on you either?
No, I'm just visiting. I just had left
So
the
you
house.
just don't have ever carry any ID on you or
I'm
anything?
here with me. It's at the house where I stay with my cousin. I rolled.
Do you have your wallet?
Be right back, guys. I'm gonna go do some chores. What's up, Alex? Avery. All right. Back to the video.
Do you have anything like a debit card, credit
bro.
card?
I swear to gosh, bro. I gotta go for 1 second, bro. The power's off. Dun, 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 dun. For 1 second, it powers off, bro. Here we go. Connected.
Card or anything on it that has your name on it?
No, I'll pay cash for everything.
Okay, so where do you carry your cash at? Okay, so you don't have a wallet, anything with your name on it? Okay. Do you have anything with your name on it, sir?
No, sir.
Like you carry a wallet with like a debit card or a credit card or anything like that?
No, but my ID is at the lot, at the shop, at our shop.
What lot is that?
FBM Towing.
LBN Towing?
Yes, sir.
Where's that at?
FBM Towing.
FBM?
Lee Street, Jefferson.
Jefferson, Georgia?
Yes, sir. You can pull it right up. They know it's excellent. Excellent.
Okay, I got it. What's the name of it again?
FBM Towing and Recovery, Jefferson, Georgia.
That's my boss out there. Do you care if I get it?
No, you can go ahead.
Jefferson,
Yes,
Georgia.
ma'am.
879 Lee Street.
We're right across from the gas station. It's right on the main. It's right by the Quality Foods.
It's right next to Spike's.
So what was the deal with the car? Like I understood it got repoed or something?
Okay, it got repossessed. Mm-hmm. We're transporting it to our house because our lot is closed for after hours, but transport is coming with the flatbed to pick it up.
I got you.
But our boss lady is on the way, which is on the phone. And she gonna gave him the the report order on the vehicle.
Okay.
Do you need to see the repo order as well?
No.
It's just easier for them to pick it up on their way through. I'd rather than us having to drive 30 minutes all the way to the lot and then 30 minutes back if they can just grab it on their way up.
So where'd you guys drive? Like, where's this car coming from? Where was it at?
Our lot. And we're meeting them at PetSmart right next to our house to pick it up so they can take it on up to Spartanburg.
Yeah, because going to Spartanburg back to South Carolina. That's our other main lot. We just moved down here.
But the car got repoed, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, like, you're in the process of actually physically...
No, it's been repossessed.
Oh, it's already been repossessed.
Yes, it already been.
Oh, okay.
We're transporting.
Okay. That's why I was confused.
Our flatbed is coming to pick it up. We got to transport it to our house, though.
I got you. Okay. That's why I was confused. I'm thinking, like, you're repossessing it at this moment.
No, no.
Okay. So it's already been repossessed.
Yes, sir.
Got you. By this company,
yes, sir.
LBN Towing.
FBM.
Oh, F.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Where are you from, sir?
That's why I was confused. I'm thinking, like...
Jersey? Okay.
Oh,
you
no. My cousin. I rode with them.
What's your cousin's name?
Yes, sir.
Monique. What's her last name? Monique? Her last name is Monique Smalls? Do you know where she lives at? Yeah, I know. Where does she live at?
We ain't got no car.
Oh, I do have a car.
We got a car.
I
just
came down.
I don't know what all the streets are. And you can see.
I understand. You know.
Pocket full of change.
Does she live close to here or?
Yeah, she's 30 minutes from me.
Okay.
The yard just down in Jackson. It's called FBM Towing.
Yeah.
Because the insurance, And we usually keep a printed copy of the repo.
Well, you're just not coming back in my system with. What's your last name again?
Pritchett.
Yeah.
R-I-T-C. I'm not from here, so I wouldn't come from here.
No, it would. We have all states systems that we can run it through.
Yes, my name is Pritchett.
Okay.
Out of South Carolina as well, or?
I don't know. He's not coming back with anything. I mean, I could try South Carolina.
All right.
Well, we just was getting off from work. We stopped to it, so we seen y'all circle around it. That's our dog in the back.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear that noise, that's.
I see him. I see him back there.
That's a girl dog.
Oh, I see her. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But yeah, we seen y'all. We wondered. Okay, this what we thought when he just circled around the store about the white guy. He looked like he was tweaking and whatnot. So we thought y'all were really circling for him. We ain't knew that the car.
Yeah, no insurance.
Yeah,
I got you.
Ma'am, can you just step out of the car for me?
Okay, this what we thought when he just circled around the store.
Just come back here. I just want to talk to you for a moment. Okay, so where did you say you work at?
We work for FBM Towing. I just gave him a card. It's on Lee Street in Jefferson.
Okay. Okay. So how do you know these guys again?
I work with the one in the front, and the one in the back is my boss's cousin. He's visiting from Jersey.
Okay.
I don't even
Where does?
really know him.
Okay, so what's he doing with y'all tonight then?
We're going back to the house. They're supposed to meet us there.
I know, but
It's
like,
easier for us to pile up and go because they got 2 kids. And kids
so
are
where
on
does
everybody's
your
nerves.
his cousin? Do you know where his cousin lives?
Yeah, with us. We all live together.
You all live together.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all
where do y'all
moved
live?
down here from Spartanburg to open up a lot down here in Georgia. So we all live in the same house out there in Bethlehem.
Okay. I understand. Okay. So is the towing? How long till the tow truck gets out here to take the vehicle?
I don't know. They're supposed to call me when they're close. That's why I'm going home to lay down, and I can go up and meet them at PetSmart. They can load it up and then drop me back off the house because we can't have tow trucks in our neighborhood. Our HOA has been kind of on our
Is that your little pooch right there?
Oh, no. That's the passenger's dog. I'm more of a pig person.
And what's his name again?
His name's Dewan.
Say again?
Dewan.
Dewan? Do you know how to spell his last name?
R-E-E-B-Y.
Okay. And he's from where?
He's from South Carolina.
Do you know where in South Carolina?
Spartanburg, Greenville area.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, the reason...
Did you win something, man? You look kind of upset back there. You look like you... Did you win something? No? Oh, you didn't get a scratch you get?
The reason I stopped you guys is just because it came back with no insurance, and I'm not one really to write citations for it.
Right.
Because I don't want anyone, that's a pretty hefty fine, and you guys obviously aren't from around here.
It definitely is.
So, can I ask you a question? Can we search the vehicle because we have a thing going on, checking for any weapons or anything?
I mean, that's really up to my boss because it's not my vehicle.
Well, I mean, you're in possession of it, so you can make that decision. We'll be 5 minutes. We're just checking for any weapons. Nothing like. It's just what our department's kind of requiring us to do. I mean, if that's okay with you, I have
to check with my boss because I could get. I don't think I'll get in trouble.
No, we do
literally
this for a living, man, and I can tell you right now, since you're driving the vehicle, you're the one who can give me. You will not get in any trouble, and I can assure you that. If you give me consent, then that's fine. Because you're the legal operator of the vehicle right now, and that's just how it works.
I don't see why not, but again, I don't understand why it's necessary either.
Like I said, it's just because our department, we're doing annual checks this year, and pretty much for the next, how many days are in April? 20, 30?
30, yeah.
30. So the next 30 days in April, they're trying to see how many vehicle checks we can do for our statistics, and we're not really looking for anything serious. We're just looking for, just to say we documented it.
So just to cover my, do you care if I call and make sure first? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
You're not going to get in any trouble, man. I promise you.
Boss.
Okay, well, we're letting the police search the vehicle that you're in possession of is not going to get you in any trouble. That's just how it goes. So, would you mind if we just take a quick look? We'll take 5 minutes and get you guys out of here.
I don't want to get in trouble.
You're not, ma'am. You're not going to get. I promise you. Then I can. After we get done with it, you can contact her and I'll talk to her, and then I can explain it.
She was on the way behind us.
Okay. So, would you mind if we just take a look in the vehicle?
It's on my car.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's going back to the headquarters, going back up here.
Yes, the flatbed is coming to pick it up.
Was it purchased in South Carolina? Do you know?
No, that's where we caught it at. Well, we caught it near. We've been had the car repossessed.
Right.
We've been had it repossessed. She pulled up the order. I don't remember exactly when, but we did.
But y'all. So let me ask you this, right? So if y'all been had the car, right, you understand that you can't drive a car on Georgia state roads without car insurance.
Even if we repossessing and transporting for the finance company, what we normally do on the regular.
Yeah.
Stop for me. You want to hang out with my officer over here?
Do me a favor, fellas and miss. Can y'all just come over here by the bumper for me? Thank you.
We do have. She's the only one that's actually like protective.
Oh yeah.
Killer. Yeah.
So is she gonna like bite it?
I don't think so. Do you want me to get her out just to be safe?
I mean, if he's in there searching,
okay, but she's the only one that grabs.
is she actually gonna bite him, or
I don't know.
you don't know?
Like, yeah, she's a baby. She's only a year old. We're trying to train her to be a yard dog.
I got you.
So, kind of is what she's being trained to do, but at the same time, she seems like she's okay. Killer.
Hey, bro.
He's just trying to grab the dog.
Step back, though. Step back while he's searching.
Grab the dog. I call her to me.
Go ahead. I mean, you want to get her. I don't want her to run away or nothing like that. You mind if I just pat just for weapons? I'm not going to go in your pockets or nothing. Just for weapons. That's all. Pretty sure they ain't still got your slippers on and everything.
Probably was already left in the shop for not getting searched. So we do not goddamn thing. Hello? Oh, this my speaker.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
What's that? Can I hold that? Just for now.
Ain't nothing but a thing from cutting
43 dispatch 37 delocated. Hey, boss man, turn around, put your hands behind your back for right now. For what? I just put this down right now. For what? All right. Hold on. You got something with you locking me up? Put your hand. You're not getting locked up right now. You're just getting detained. You put him in cuffs for me. You get him for me.
Somebody else no cuffs. You put me in cuffs for what? What did I do wrong?
You get him for me.
Hold on. Let him know then. Let him know.
Hey,
can you talk?
Put the phone up there for me. I need you to step over here. Come over here. Put your hands behind your back for me. Just being detained right now. Let you know exactly what's going on here in a second.
Yeah, I lost the voidwaker. It was a voidwaker yesterday.
Get on the ground! 10-10. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! I don't have a taser. Get your 10 units, 10-10. Get on the ground. Turn around. Hands behind your back.
Y'all ain't letting me turn around.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to tell you again.
Y'all not letting me.
Turn around.
I'm trying to. For real. Turn around, man. Turn around.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Quality Foods North.
Turn around.
I ain't. I'm not.
Like, stay on his back.
I'm not.
Stay on his back.
I'm not going to worry, man. I'm not. I'm not going to worry.
So put your hands behind your back. All right, punch me in the face.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, man.
All right, look.
I can't breathe, man. I can't.
Put the cuff on.
I can't breathe.
Grab this one.
I can't breathe, man.
Yeah, I'm going to move.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, man. I can't breathe, man. I can't breathe.
What the car for? I can't breathe. I can't breathe, man. Yeah, roll them over. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Give me on. I can't breathe. You already got me car. You already got me car. I'm gonna tase you, man. Hold on. You already got me car. You already got me car. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Roll them over.
I can't breathe, man. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Be still.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
All right, here. Hey. Watch him.
I'll watch him when y'all get them.
Roll them over on the side, set them up.
All right, cool. I understand, sir. Have a seat back here. Just for right now, all right?
Yeah, I ain't, whatever you saying, got nothing to do with me, brother. Can you grab my phone for me?
I got you. Just hang on.
Thank you. I don't want no problems.
No, no, you good, bro. You good. Just hang tight for me, all right?
Yeah.
Hey, Mel. Who is this to you, Mel? Say, Mel. This gentleman, who is he to you?
I work with him.
You work with him? What do you guys work at?
We work together. We work for a repo company. Our boss is on her way. We were transporting this to the house to transport.
Okay, when your boss gets it, tell her to not stop right. Tell her to stop off. Just pull off to the side, but don't. Okay.
On his knees.
Pull your leg out.
There you go. Lean up on the car.
Pull this leg out.
Lean up against the back of the car.
There you go.
Sit up on your. I'm trying to. You like I can see you.
Was that your magazine on the ground? Okay. Whose badge is that? Whose badge?
Cross your ankles.
Hurting. Punch me in the face.
They punched you in the face?
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on the ground the whole time.
Yeah,
I
all
can't even breathe.
All right. Me and Baz are watching this.
Well, there's a bunch of narcotics in the car.
All right, man. He's in the back seat with the dog.
I got you. He's in the back of my car. Right here.
Just put it in the back.
Just come back here with me.
Come up here with your dog.
Don't need water in your car?
No, man.
Thank you.
Pat her down. Put her in the back seat.
All right. Back into my animals and to pat you down, all right? All right.
Can't explain anything to you in a minute. You get me?
Man, it's laggy, bro.
Yeah, I drive something, it didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
You don't want to cooperate. They'll fingerprint him at the jail. We're not playing that game. He can be booked in under John Doe till his fingerprints return. And then he won't get a bond for a week.
That's why he ran.
The car, who did it come back to?
Suspended, but it comes back to a different RO. They said they were a repo company, and that they were taking it from the Shell station to their house.
See if you can get an ID on them.
And none of them have an ID. They gave me all their names. None of them come back. Oh.
All right, let me see what.
Found these two things in the back. That's when I said hook them. Haven't searched the rest of this bag yet.
Boss name and date of birth, right? I know structure this pool. What's up, man? All right? Hello, are you the owner?
You know it. Let me tell you something. I'm straight up. The only one that ain't got no problem in that goddamn car is the white girl. Because all she's doing is driving the car to transport. Them two of them, well, not even the one in the back. That one with the dreadlocks,
Yes, ma'am.
that's who got the dope.
Hey, scoot over a little bit. We'll get that to you in a minute. All right. The guy with the dreadlocks. There's two black males. One with the longer ones. I think I didn't see the other guy.
That's your problem right there.
That's my problem.
That's your problem right there.
What's my problem?
You was the problem. I
thought you said I'm the problem. I was like,
no, I said I bet he was the one fighting the cops, right?
The one with the long dreads. I don't know. I didn't take a good look at the other child.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin? The one with the short hair, I think he had?
Short hair, that's
We can't hear you. I'm not saying anything, brother. I'm trying to peek it.
Okay, the one with the dreads. Do you know him?
I know him, but I don't know.
Do you know his first name and last name?
DeJuan Smith or something.
DeJuan Smith?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact last name because I'm gonna be real with him.
Yes,
I met him. I started talking to him. I gave him a side job.
Okay.
But I don't know his family history or nothing like that.
Okay, but you don't know his first name or last name?
I just told you what it was.
Well, you said maybe.
His real first name that he gave me was DeJuan.
DeJuan?
And I think his middle name is Trail.
Cousin, do you know his name? What's his first name?
Joseph.
Joseph? So she's fucking useless. She don't know anything. So she's useless. She don't know. She half knows everybody's names. She's useless. She doesn't really know anybody's name. So.
Well, she can leave.
Okay, I think she's just here for the vehicle because
It's ours now. She can leave.
Say less. Is this yours?
You might want to take a buddy out there.
Who's buddy?
You might want to take
I got you. Waters. This was going to happen.
Dude, I risked it.
We're keeping the vehicle. Everybody else that's with us, I don't know if everybody's being arrested or not. We're still trying to figure that out. You're more than welcome to stay right here if you want to stay right here, but you also... I got you, man.
But, lock them the fuck up. I need the goddamn car.
Right, but we're keeping the car, okay? So, like I said, I don't know yet. I just want to come let you know that way you're not just here lingering around. It's up to you, but we're keeping the car. It's a white Chevy. What kind of car is it?
Equinox.
You want to walk around there with him?
I'm going to read you something, okay? Just listen carefully for me, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you to represent you.
Yes. Why?
And having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Why am I being detained?
I'm just saying, having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? It's a yes or no question.
Whatever you need to know, but
It's a yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay.
My purse.
Okay. So do you know who the blue book bag in the back belongs to? Okay.
I literally just put my
Okay, but I'm asking. I understand. Who's the blue book bag in the back seat? Does that belong to Dijon, or does it belong to?
It's one of the two of those. I don't know specifically. I don't watch their bags as they carry them. Like, I don't
And what about the black duffel bag?
That we cleaned out of the car earlier.
Okay.
We emptied a whole bunch of property out that we were supposed to throw away that was after 30 days. We
Okay.
get to keep what we want if it's not trash.
So you don't know anything about the black book bag? What about the green bag that was located inside the black book bag? So it has a bunch of dog items, a bunch of dog food and dog care stuff, and I see you have a dog there. Okay, whose dog is that? Okay. Okay, thank you. Forward through dispatch from insurance, went across the street, pulling laundry, waited for them to pull out, lit them up.
Chance him a bunch, bro. You have a filter on? No. No, I don't, brother. I chanced him a bunch, bro. I'm not gonna risk it no more. Oh my god. I can never kill that guy, bro. Or PK that guy. I really have to use the restroom. Ooh. Where am I my freaking? Ugh. I'm gonna take a break, guys. I need to have my bra on. Or you're back.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
Don't yelling.
What? The dogs.
What? Don't yell at the dogs. They get scared.
I don't yell at the dogs. The dogs are yelling.
Oh, the dogs are sleeping.
Where'd you go?
Sure.
Did you use a food stamp card?
They pulled out. Went up to the car. Tried to advise her what was going on. There's a repo company that they were coming in.
Can I get the damn?
Yeah, hold on. So I Mirandized them. They're saying neither one of the bags that was in the back. I mean, he's saying those bags are his that I found. And
who's saying?
Richard in the back of this one. She said that she doesn't know whose bags they are. She said it's one of theirs. That the dog.
So nobody knows whose dope it is.
Well, he's saying that those bags were Richard's.
All right, but he's not claiming the dope. He's not claiming nothing. He won't even say who he is, and she's not claiming it, right?
She's not claiming it.
So all of them can go. So we'll let them come get the dog.
The right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. Is it yes or no? Can you say yes or no? Say again? I can't hear you, bro. You said you understand? Can you speak up for me? Yes? Okay. And having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? Can you speak up? I can't hear you, bud. Say again? You don't want to answer any questions? You want to answer questions?
I ain't gonna be able to answer them properly.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask you, do you want to answer one of my questions, yes or no?
What is this?
Huh?
What is this?
I can't hear you, dog.
What is this?
It's a yes or a no. Yes? Can you say yes for me? Without shaking your head, like, yes, actually?
Can you go talk to my boss?
Huh?
Can you talk to my boss?
Okay. So, whose bag in the back was that? The blue bag? Was that yours with the PlayStation 4 in it? It's not your bag? Okay. Or did all the dog stuff in it. So, I mean, they're saying... Just charge everybody. Just charge everyone? What, 10?
Huh? Related objects.
And what about no one's found in the blue bag, though?
This one? Charge them with that too. If all of them are going to jail, charge them all with the same stuff.
So drug-related objects and intent to distribute.
And possession.
Possession with intent.
Abuser?
Possession with intent and possession.
Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be less than an ounce, though. For possession, less than an ounce. Possession with intent to distribute. Just
No, turn around. I'm not jumping. I'm not like that. First of all, none of that is mine.
No one's claiming it.
That bag is not mine. I can claim everything. You want me to show you everything that's mine in my car?
I'm sorry. No one's claiming
I can
anything.
show you everything.
I understand,
I'm visiting. I'm not taking a charge from nobody.
All right.
Can I speak to your sergeant, please?
Yeah. Sergeant Yarborough.
I'll tell you what belongs to me and what don't belong to me. That ain't mine. I'm visiting. And I ain't taking no charge. I got to ride with them from my cousin's lot just to go back to the house. That ain't mine.
You said you want to talk to you.
Okay. I would point out everything that belongs to me. I know it belongs to me. The jacket with the yellow one, because I was over there fixing some cameras on her.
So the way the law works, if nobody in the car claims it, everybody's charged with it.
I'm claiming my stuff. I'm claiming what's mine.
Is that your firearm in the car?
No, I don't carry none of it. I'm here from Jersey. That's none of my
Well, if nobody claims it, everybody goes.
Well, can I speak to them? Because that don't belong to me.
We're going to put her in the car, will you?
No, well, can you talk to me and her? Because she'll tell you what belongs to me. I'll tell you what belongs to me. That ain't mine. I'm not taking nobody's charge.
You want to help me buckle him in?
Yeah.
All right, sit back.
Please, can I talk to somebody? Because that's not mine, bro.
She's coming in the back of the car with you, so you'll be able to talk to her.
I don't want to talk to her. I want to talk to y'all because I shouldn't have to go nowhere if it don't belong to me, sir.
Sit back for me.
Sir, that's not fair.
Sit back for me.
I got a ride, and y'all trying to charge me with stuff that don't belong to me.
Sit back for me.
I don't think I should. Can I call my lawyer?
Sit back for me.
Can you hand me my phone, please?
Sit back for me.
I am. Can you hand me my stuff off the hood of the car, please?
So bad.
Sit
When I
back.
get the stuff off the hood of the concern, that don't belong to me, sir. Why should I get in trouble for something that don't belong to me?
Because nobody claimed it.
But they should claim they shit. That's not my shit. I got a ride. I
That's-
told you everything that was mine. You wanted. Ask him again, because I shouldn't go nowhere. That's not my shit.
I'll ask him.
Please, ask him again today his book bag.
Yeah, just put her on there as the R. She's
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said I had nothing to do with that.
No, before that.
I said I'm gonna talk to my lawyer.
Did you say you were gonna the police department?
No, you know I ain't say that. I said sue. Sue. Why would I?
Make sure you put
why
her
would I
phone
do that? I ain't
on
gonna get
there,
with an order to
Get
direct.
that off.
No, I don't do that. I'm smarter than that, sir. My sister's a lawyer. I know better. I know better. I know better.
I don't know why you did that. I said go slow. I don't like listening. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Just because you got them long arms, if you try to pull them cuffs above your feet, it's gonna be a bad day for you. You understand? So let's do this right now before we start off on another bad foot and make a bad decision. Tuck your arms back behind your back like you're supposed to.
I'll come to you. I'm not gonna be able to sit like this.
Okay.
You're not gonna front.
All right. So check me out.
Don't want to have.
So check me out. If they come up front, it's gonna be a bad day. Don't make another stupid decision. All right. Y'all buckle up.
Yeah. At the jail, deputies found a small bag of suspect in Reevy's mouth, which was collected as evidence.
Hey everyone, it's Trent, prior deputy sheriff, patrol sergeant, and canine handler. It was pretty obvious that this was not just going to be a regular vehicle stop and a typical repo situation. This entire scenario was pretty sketch right up front. And you can tell based especially on the driver's behavior that there was going to be something in that vehicle, or somebody had a warrant for their arrest, or there was something else occurring. And that officer was obviously able to detect that right away. And that's why he just kept asking questions and trying to gain voluntary compliance to search that vehicle. And also he was asking them for their identifying information, the passengers, which is another request, their names and dates of birth, where they're from. That's why he had to keep asking over and over and over again. Also, another reason to ask that many times is to see if somebody will change their answer, because he was able to tell right away that they were lying about that. When you provide somebody's information to dispatch, their name, date of birth, the state that they're from, and dispatch doesn't come back with a return if somebody is an adult, that is an automatic red flag, and that tells us in law enforcement right away that somebody is not being truthful. It's very easy to figure that out. And traditionally, when people do that, it's pretty obvious. It's because they have a warrant for their arrest, they're on probation or parole, they're doing something that they probably shouldn't be doing. And so this cop, like I said, just keeps asking questions until the driver voluntarily allowed him to search that vehicle. And then he ended up locating what he kind of expected to find, which was a firearm that was illegally possessed, and some, which was just, that's not that big of a deal. And I've also been in this situation myself where I would pull somebody over and I would locate either illegal firearms or sometimes a combination of two, and nobody in the vehicle would want to claim it. And there would be multiple occupants. And when that happens and those items are accessible by everybody in the car, then like this sergeant in this video said, just arrest everybody and they can figure it out later in court. Unless you're able to determine as an officer that it belongs to a specific person, like for example, it was in a purse and it was on the floorboard in front of the driver's seat, where you can more easily determine that that was probably possessed by the driver. If that's not going to be the case and it's not going to be that obvious and nobody wants to talk, then everyone could just catch the charge up front. And like I said, they can just figure that out later in court. And that's going to be it for this one. See you guys in the next one.
Reevy was charged with battery, obstruction, possession of a gun during a crime, possession with intent to distribute, less than 1 ounce possession, possession of related items, bringing into jail, giving a false name. Pritchett was charged with
Yeah, it's a wrist feeling. Pretty painful. I risking nothing, bro. Oh, you're great, bud. Ooh, tier 9 crate.
Starfish. Good boom boom. Moody. BJ's for breakfast. Entitled Happy. Feminize. Real woman. Boring. Good at karaoke. Runs on money. Runs on rice.
911 emergency.
Someone shot is twisting gold again. Fuck.
911 emergency.
I just heard a gunshot. I'm between Gold and Central. There's a guy laying on the floor.
Central and Gold?
Yeah, right between Central and Gold, but it's in the alley.
911 emergency.
We just heard a pretty loud gunshot. It looks like some people running. One of them was running with a stroller.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I was just getting out the car to come in my school, and I witnessed some guy get shot right behind the street.
It was 11:20 a.m. on March the 4th, 2022, and the calls were pouring in to the Albuquerque, New Mexico 911 center reporting a shooting. Police units were already en route, though, having been alerted to an automated shot spotter report that had come out. Acoustic sensors placed around town had picked up the sound of a gunshot and pinpointed the location to an alley bordered by Gold Avenue and southwestern 5th and 6th Streets. In the intervening minutes, as police swarmed to the vicinity, 911 operators continued talking to the callers, trying to get as much information as possible. Any clues they could give as to what happened, how it came about, and where the perpetrators went could be vitally important.
See a guy that's shot or?
Yeah, well, there's two people in one. I heard a gunshot, and I looked, and there's a girl running away, and then she took off in the car.
You see a girl running away, or what? How many minutes ago?
Maybe like 5 minutes or less. Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, and you heard one gunshot?
Yeah. One gunshot. I just saw a guy falling up to the floor, and somebody took off running, and then the car took off after that.
A female?
Yeah, that was a female. She had a mask on, so
she got into a vehicle?
Yeah, it looked like a Malibu, those older ones.
What color?
4-door, looked maroon. It had like a...
Was he shot, or you don't know?
He is shot because he's still there on the floor. I don't think he ever got up.
Okay, the female, what race and how old was she? White, black,
I don't know
Hispanic,
how
native?
old she was. She looked Hispanic with black hair.
And her age, more or less?
She looked young, probably early 20s, maybe late 30s.
Is she the one that shot him, or you don't know?
I think so, because he was next to that guy when she left. She started running towards the car.
And yet another one of the witnesses has a different view and different details.
Do you know if anybody's shot?
We just saw somebody drive away aggressively. I don't know if there anything to do with it.
What color was the car?
Silver.
About how old would you guess?
Probably late 20s. All white jumpsuit and had some kind of red design on the front. White.
Okay. Did you see who did it?
No, I just heard the shot. I just heard someone shoot. Ooh.
Take a breath, ma'am. I've got a call for service created. We'll get officers on the way. It's okay, ma'am. Just stay on the line with me. We've got officers on the way. Did you see the gun at all?
No.
No?
But there's
Okay.
a lot of people back here. They're leaving.
Okay.
They're leaving in a Nissan. A gold Nissan. They're turning down, they just turned down Central.
And another caller has a different view of the situation and different versions of what the getaway car looked like.
And then they started off in like a gray Cadillac, in like a gold Cadillac.
In a gold Cadillac?
Yeah. They shot him and then they took off.
And you witnessed it all happen?
Yeah, I witnessed it all happen. I had my baby with me and everything.
My brother?
It was like an older Cadillac. I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look at it. I was just getting out the car and then out of nowhere I just heard boom and then I turned around and some guy was on the floor.
Okay.
No matter the color or make of the car, a young man still lay dead, murdered in the alley. Before we begin, we would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and loved ones of Josue Ruiz, a young man taken far too soon. The young man in question was 16-year-old Josue Ruiz, known as Jay to his friends and family. He had been slipping in and out the back door of Lindy's Diner throughout the morning, taking phone calls while working as a dishwasher, according to statements taken by police from the management there. Now, Jay's body was left laying in a handicapped parking space, shot through the eye. He was probably dead before he hit the ground, and his assailant had successfully fled the scene before police and emergency services had even had a chance to arrive. Some witnesses stayed at the scene as police cruisers showed up, while others went on their way. Police began cordoning off the area so they could begin the forensics work and protect their crime scene. The area, considered part of Albuquerque's downtown entertainment district, featured a number of restaurants, specialty shops, murals, and the Anasazi apartment building. The alley also backed up onto the Siembra Leadership High School. The area meant that while there were dozens of possible witnesses to the event, there were potentially hundreds of people that could be headed to the area as the lunch rush began. In the alley, investigators worked to get any information from the body that they could. The pool of blood under the man was not large, and initial examinations led them to believe that a single bullet had entered the man's left eye and exited through his right temple. Not far from the body, a single, deformed, and spent bullet was found. At the time, they could not be sure that it was the one who had caused the man's death. It would have to be sent for further testing, as Jay's body would also have to undergo an autopsy. The crime scene would offer up a few more clues, but nearby security cameras would give a bit more information on the vehicle leaving the area. Witnesses' descriptions of the getaway car differed from one to the other, but there was enough similarities between them to narrow down the prospects. Investigators would pore over hours of footage before they were able to get just a simple glimpse of the actual getaway car. It's just a 2-second look, but it was enough to give investigators a hook that might catch on to something else, another lead, another opportunity to catch a murderer. At the same time the video evidence was being gathered, police were talking to Jay's employer and finding out more about the young man. His manager at the restaurant, Don Vataseo, told investigators Jay was a good kid, but he had been in a contentious relationship with his pregnant girlfriend. The relationship had led him into confrontations with members of the girl's family, and he'd missed work one night the prior weekend because he had gotten into a fight. He'd come back in on the morning of his murder with bruised knuckles and had complained of how the dishwasher had made his hands hurt. Outside, Jay's phone came alive with a phone call while the officers were working with the body. The screen showed the picture of then 16-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado and the title, Baby Mama. Investigators would quickly get a search warrant to allow them to examine the contents of Jay's phone. Hopefully, text and communications within would lead them somewhere, and following the connection to Elizabeth, combined with the report that the relationship was rocky at best, gave them something. Within the phone was a story of two young lovers going back and forth in a love-hate relationship. Sometimes Jay would be mad at Elizabeth. Sometimes Elizabeth would be mad at him. There were threats and apologies thrown back and forth. He would beg her forgiveness and then berate her for not returning calls. Then there was an incident where she says he physically hurt her. And then they find the next turning point in the case. Among the massive number of texts, Facebook message posts, and other communications comes one between Jay and someone with the nickname Lucifer the Goat. In it, Jay explains that he will be running the ones or having a stand-up fight with his girlfriend's brother the next day. The date on the message is March the 3rd, and the expected fight would start at 9 a.m. Jay tells his friend that he even called Elizabeth's mom and that the woman had set up the fight herself. Other messages sent during the day before the murder show that he had also told a handful of other friends, even asking for help in a couple of cases. Further finds in his phone showed that he had Googled the topics, how to drop someone with one punch, quick knockouts, and other advice on fighting. And then the communications go silent. By 11:20 a.m. on March the 4th, Jay had been shot and killed. The last communication came into his phone at 12:41 p.m. that day from a friend who had obviously not gotten the news yet. Now, with a solid lead, detectives headed out to find out what they could from Jay's girlfriend. Instead, they ended up talking to her mother, Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez. The detective needs to clear the possibility that perhaps someone she knows might have actually been using her car that day.
So what I'm getting at is that what are the odds that your son and his friends have a problem with Jay, and Jay is now dead, and people are telling me it's your car on the scene. So talking to your daughter, talking to mom, okay. Nobody has a problem with Jay other than.
But my son said he went to Honor, and I was with them today.
So you were with them all day?
Yes.
They went to the laundromat with you?
They did not go to the laundromat with me. During that time, they were all at home.
But you wouldn't know because you weren't home. Correct?
Between the hours of 1:37 and 2:20, I was gone at the laundromat alone. I got dropped off from Big Serena. My children, all the boys, they were all still at home. None of them left.
Okay.
They're not allowed to leave the house unless they have permission, because I need to know where they're going.
Okay. So then if they were home, because you said you were on your way over here, right? When your car broke down. That was what you told me.
Yes, between 9 and 10. In the morning.
You were on your way over here. By yourself.
I'm by myself, yes.
Right.
And
So
they were
then-
still at the house.
Okay. So then, when I find video surveillance from the incident.
Okay, but you have to give me a moment.
Okay.
My son had an interview at 9 o'clock, and we were over at the Whataburger over there, Cottonwood or whatever. So it had to have been after 10, between 10 and 10:30 perhaps. I left the house shortly after I had spoke to Elizabeth.
It's a convoluted story, but one that Elizabeth seems to be able to keep straight, perhaps through all the notes that she's taking. She seems stunned by the events and can't fathom what has happened. Still, she is protective of her family.
If I didn't believe that that there's a huge possibility of your car being involved, I wouldn't have Mirandized you. Hence why I didn't Mirandize you up until now, okay? Because you're saying it broke down, I left my car there. We've been driving up and down. I know, we've been driving up and down trying to find your car. We've called in, checked to see if it was towed. It has not been towed. And again,
so then where's my car?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Okay? So, did you shoot G?
No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no. I have no reason to do anything.
Okay, so then you leave your car, right? You leave your car, you walk back home, and then at 1:37, Sabrina takes you to the laundromat. At 2:20, you come back, and then obviously all this is going on, right?
I'm sorry, I just completely zoned out on you because I'm just a little hurt.
Okay. So, and again, I am recording. I am going to remind you that there is video surveillance footage in that alley. I'm going to find out. I'm just waiting for, and I mean, it might be ready. I don't know because I've been here interviewing everybody, but I do have officers there trying to pull the video surveillance. So I am going to find out what happened, being that you bring up your car and it matches the description that I was given.
What do you mean?
There was witnesses. Okay, there's witnesses in the area. There's a school there. I don't know if you know that.
I was not there.
Okay, but I'm telling you, your car was.
That bothers me.
And I bet. But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I'm doing.
Okay, well again, this is
You ain't
just
even there yet.
what I'm telling you.
9:58.
9:58.
Thank you for the hearts.
So at 9:58, the phone call goes and you're probably around that time. Okay.
So between 10
For stats, I just logged up.
is the time frame.
Laying down, but like crap. See you guys later. I got an appointment. And I'm just like now getting back to streaming, guys. So I feel like crap, man. Crashing and my stuff going on, so yeah.